Okay, YouTube, y'all probably know by now, but you know what I'm saying, I'm just getting wind of it. You know what I'm saying, Ray Lewis had some words about Shannon Sharpe, and we all know what Shannon Sharpe been, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this past, I want to say, month or so. You know what I'm saying, I kind of thought that a lot of things would blow over because of the start of the football season. Like when football start, a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, kind of get pushed to the side a little bit. You know what I'm saying, as of right now, like certain things are just not as in the limelight as it is if it's in the off-season training camp, preseason, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hear what he had to say, and then I'm gonna give you guys my opinion. You know?
Shannon Sharpe, did you think he was one day gonna be a good TV guy, personality?
Why they gotta put this picture right? Hey, bro, Shannon Sharpe ain't gonna never lay that shit down. I'm telling you, it was a lot of things though. Like, I think we was seeing Shannon, you know what I'm saying, learn how to become a certain type of celebrity in real time. Like we all knew he was a football star, but he was starting to become like that type of celebrity that, you know what I'm saying, sits at courtside games, that's known by not just the sports world but other different walks of life, meaning ever different communities and things like that. And he was learning on the fly how to, you know what I'm saying, move. And I mean, at the end of the day though, this is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. No shade to the LGBT community, but like in the straight male community and the, you know what I'm saying, heterosexual male community, you know what I'm saying, just sitting, like going out. This is something that you do with your girl, like, like you might, or you go with the fellas with, but it might not just be y'all two. It might be you, a couple. Like it's the gang. Like we all gonna go to the game. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to bring somebody, you can bring your shorty or whatever the case may be. It all depends on how the friend group, you know what I'm saying, work for real, like, but like going with just you, another guy, and this guy happens to be knowingly, you know what I'm saying, on that side of the rainbow, and like, I understand you gotta be, you supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, secure within your masculinity and, you know what I'm saying, who you are, and you know what I'm saying, but who you are right now and how it looks, perception is everything. So it's just like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So you knew he was made for TV.
Yeah.
And would he say he's gonna do it?
Yes, he had already started prepping.
How much before he retired did he tell?
He'd been started.
Oh, so he's known he's gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
So you're not surprised by the success he's having with his podcast and TV and him and Skip?
Why is everybody? I wouldn't. You like if you've seen him on Undisputed, like. I'm not surprised. I don't be surprised when ball players have successful podcasts. When rappers have successful podcasts. You're already known. I don't be surprised. I don't be surprised at all. Like, do your own personality have to take you beyond a plateau of only being a professional ball player? Yes. But you already have a stepping stool, you know what I'm saying, ahead of the regular Joe that's, you know what I'm saying, building from the ground up. You already have a step because you're already known. Don't let you have been a good player or a great player like a Shannon Sharpe, a 3-time Super Bowl Hall of Famer. On top of that, you got a personality? Come on, bro. Why not?
And Stephen A., all that stuff.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked at his content.
Oh.
I wouldn't, in a million years, the things that Shannon has said now or did now, I would never believe that Shannon will say or do any of this.
Like what?
Damn.
Simply, I take drinking.
Damn. Oh shit. Damn. So Shannon Sharpe can't sip the yacht? Come on, Ray. Sharpe can't sip the yacht, my nigga. That's crazy. But maybe he didn't, because he probably didn't drink back then, though. I don't know. Let me hear him out.
And in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink. Ever. Like it was against the law. Right? Because he had some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that.
Okay.
And then so I kind of started to watch.
So let me hear that again. Cause it's crazy, cause you saying this, and this man got a whole alcohol line. He got a whole cognac out here.
I take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink. ever. Like it was against the law, right? Because he had some, some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that.
That's crazy. Just like, so I remember when Future had did an interview on the Breakfast Club and they was asking him like, what kind of drugs you do, or do you? He don't even do like Molly's Percocets, like he don't even do those drugs though. So it's just like whatever sells, I guess. I don't know. But you do have men like, Ray Lewis and other men out here that's like, they live by a code. So it don't matter, if this was sell or not. It's just something that I just don't want to put out there because I know that this ain't who I am. So I get it.
And yeah, and then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're going to take that route. I can't go that route. I never can go that route. And that route is to become so worldly that you become popular because you're talking about ignorance. Right? A lot of...
That's crazy. It was like, yeah, true. A lot, because Shannon Sharpe, he said it on the podcast, or when he said it on other podcasts too. He was like, if they would just keep it sports, then he thought that he wouldn't have been as big as what he could possibly be. He wants to have his own network. He wants to have, I think Gilbert Arenas is on the lines of that too, having their own network. So now they're using their channels as, like a network channel to have different other, other entities on there, and then I guess they're paying them off of that. But I will say this, like once Shannon Sharpe, like, it's kind of hard because he got his fame on a sports show talking about sports. You feel what I'm saying? He might have had his little phrases and he said what he said, but like how he got to where he's at now is talking about sports. So like him not switching it up, but adding other topics on there, and these topics are so, subjective that you bring a whole nother audience into that audience, and it's kind of like you don't know how it's going to mesh, and it'll mesh well for him, but a lot of stuff has backfired as well. You know what I'm saying? Them talking about relationships and them talking about certain situations and all of that stuff, it kind of blew up in his face a little bit. I mean, he's still around. I don't know if he got dropped from the volume or not, but like that's the game that you play, you know what I'm saying, when you start mixing different audiences and something goes awry in your personal life and it spills over into your professional life, it can cost you $100 million.
At times, a lot of these gossip conversations that they're having and bringing up all this stuff, I'm not gonna do that to nobody. I'm not in the business for that. I'm in life to try to teach people what does it mean to be a better man or get back to the kingdom. And a lot of times, like, and a lot of the guys get in trouble with these podcasts and things, man, because everybody wants the follower, everybody wants to be popular, everybody wants to make money, but that's a tight rope into what you call influence and popularity.
Now, I'm glad he said that. There is certain things I will not speak on. I'm not speaking on nobody's kids. I ain't speaking on nobody's relationship. I ain't speaking on politics. I'm not speaking on, only thing that's kind of walking that line that I will speak on is God. That's probably the only thing, because God wants you to spread the word. God wants you to, if you believe in him and he has done something in your life, he wants you to tell the next person, to let them know that, he is real. I'm not speaking on no LGBT, all that. I'm not speaking on no men, women, who has what. I'm not speaking on none of that. None of it, bro. I'm keeping it where I'm at, right here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to love me for who I am, what I bring to the table, you know what I'm saying, and how authentic I am, how real I am, how my genuine thoughts, you know what I'm saying, my genuine personality, the love for the game that I have for these sports that I cover. You dig what I'm saying? If it's anything else, you know what I'm saying, it's only based on, you know what I'm saying, my true authentic thoughts. But it'll never be that I'm casting stone on somebody because this person is heavily popping in the algorithm or whatever the case may be. But that's basically what he's getting at. You know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of Ray Lewis exposes Shannon Sharpe and all this type of stuff. I don't really think it's a lot of exposing for real, because we all knew what type of person Shannon Sharpe was before all of this. We knew he was a straight line, serious, you know what I'm saying, type of, he talks about that in, you know what I'm saying, when he was into the league, trying to make the league, when he was in, you know what I'm saying, so.
Right, the devil has the ability to make you popular. God has the ability to give you influence.
And I want influence. I want influence, and I want money. I want the money so that I can take care of my family and so I can give back. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I don't need to be the flashiest nigga out here, bro. Where I come from, being the flashiest nigga get you hurt. I want influence so that I can, you know what I'm saying, guide people in the right direction. And I want money so I can take care of my family and give back to the people. That's it, that's all.
That when people see you, they see an image of him. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing for me that started to switch with not just Shannon, but just a couple of people. I'm like, wow, you would switch out like that? Hey.
And like I said, I know I'm gonna stop pausing it, but like I said, I stopped watching Nightcap because of the teenage girl shit. But I still fuck with Nightcap because of Ocho. But I still rock with Shannon, but I just like that shit rubbed me and probably a lot of people the wrong way. I know it rubbed a lot of men the right. You didn't have David Banner and all them going this part like you didn't do some fucked up shit, but we gonna put that to the side for right now. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and this going sting though, because that's his man. Ray Lewis and them, they was teammates. They was close. You know what I'm saying? And just the type of man, not even the player that Ray Lewis was, the type of man Ray Lewis. And Ray Lewis had his troubles or whatever. He had to go through what he had to go through. But like we all know what type of time Ray Lewis is on at all times.
And I would never, ever, why? Because of the respect that I have for my mother, my daughters, my granddaughters, life, period. Like, and I think men, given these new platforms, we've overrode what the platform is actually for.
And so that's like I said, bro. I think this is the first time we've seen this come out like this. For the simple fact that I always wondered what other men felt like towards Shannon Sharpe after that incident. Because you got men out here, like, you know what I'm saying, with daughters around that age, and you know what I'm saying, like, I always wondered that in the back of my mind. Like, I knew I couldn't be the only nigga that was just like, bro, that shit rubs you the wrong way. And remind you, he mentioned his mom, his daughters, his nieces, you feel what I'm saying? He mentioned the women.
Platform is supposed to help somebody find a new direction. We don't help. Everybody just gets on. Like, everybody's talking now. Everybody got a podcast. Everybody's is the new marriage coach. Everybody's the new relationship coach. And ain't nobody coaching themselves.
What the fuck I'm saying, bruh?
Because if you were coaching yourself, when it says power of life and death is found in the tongue, then go back and check out a couple of your episodes and ask yourself, do you give life or do you give death? And that's why, me personally, I kind of do my own thing, stay in my own lane. Yeah.